Newskalki says that the idea came about in a sleepless night and Woody Allen's sense of humor was a driving force. "I couldn't sleep one night and wrote the two-page scene. Woody Allen's sense of humor has always attracted me and I love the way he can make life so meaningful and yet show us what a farce it can be at the same time," said the actor as Koechlin made her debut as a director with the play The Living Room. The actress, who doesn't shy away from experimentation, is reinventing herself in another role. The play, which deals with the never-ending debate about life versus death, was staged at the Indian Habitat Center in New Delhi as part of the ongoing Old World Theatre Festival. Though the actor was a bit nervous about the feedback of the experts, she was equally excited about bringing her production to the capital. "I was very excited to come to Delhi as I have lots of theatre friends here, whose opinions matter to me. I was a little nervous about their reaction," Koechlin told Ians. Death is personified in The Living Room by actor Neil Bookalam. He waits in the living room of Ananil Shivachatta to wake her up from sleep. Dressed in a black coat and red shoes with his body painted in blue, Death sometimes acts like a fool, exhibiting all human fallacies. He loves to savor ginger cookies, tea and engages in a conversation with anyone who doesn't want to die. Koechlin says that the idea came about in a sleepless night and Woody Allen's sense of humor was a driving force. "I couldn't sleep one night and wrote the two-page scene between Death and an old woman where she argues with him about life and death. Woody Allen's sense of humor has always attracted me and I love the way he can make life so meaningful and yet show us what a farce it can be at the same time," said the actor, who majored in theatre from the University of London before joining Bollywood. With Death on her bedside, Anna travels back and forth in time, revisiting her childhood every now and then. Though the play offers glimpses of some surreal moments with well-crafted montages juxtaposing life and death, it consciously abstains from treating death in a philosophical tone. It is a farcical comedy. "I always want to entertain people, not lecture them, although this is far from a commercial subject. The way the story is told is to make people enjoy and experience, rather than to objectively sit outside it and analyze," Koechlin said, adding that her play is a comment on the society. "I wanted to convey how sometimes it takes death for us to wake up and appreciate the experience of life. Death inadvertently helps Anna live her life one last time. Also it's a comment on our modern lifestyle and how cheap and aggressive life has become. Overpopulation, war, disease all has contributed to living becoming more about survival than experiencing life," said Koechlin, who has received critical acclaim for her roles in movies like Debbie and Margarita, with a straw. Also read, "Very needy, Koechlin, reach a show it is so not a man's world in trailer." The plot of the play thickens as Joe Tarek pursues Anna's estranged lover and Anna's rich godson, born Cuba Jim Sar rushes in for shelter from a wild storm. It takes an intriguing turn when Dr. Zeus is summoned to investigate the stranger in the house. When asked how she managed a highly talented crew, Koechlin replied, "I love my cast. They are a bunch of talented and stubborn actors. Each one of them has a different belief on death, so that added to the play. Rather than having one point of view, the play offers several. It was difficult for me to know when to let them explore and when to rein things in and edit things out," she said. Feminism is a way of being for her and she affirms that the actor is like the character Anna, who is strong, stubborn, and an independent woman. Having acted in plays like Colorblind and Skeleton Woman, Koechlin's connection with stage is older than movies. The actor feels that theatre keeps her alert for her roles in movies. "I love both mediums. Theatre is something that keeps me very alert and I am actively creative, whether I am on stage or directing. In films, I feel I become more of an introvert, going deeper into the realism of a character," she said. Koechlin also vouched that she will be back in theatre performances soon. "I'm dying to go back on stage," pun intended. When asked about her next movies, she said, "I have finished Waiting by a New Maison. Another movie Gia is finally ready but I have not started any new film yet."